everyone.
Hello, happy Friday Eve.
Let's see, we're delayed again. Hang on, I'll tell you. Hang on.
Okay. That was some fun intro music we had, though.
It was. That was very cool. Hi, everyone. Alicia here from South Florida. How are you today? And I have the beautiful Alicia Sidoris joining me on this live that we do every week on health, healing, and beyond. So welcome, everybody. We're trying a different platform now, StreamYard, to see if we can do, because we've kind of fumbled through the first few, but we're getting there. It's going to be great. So, well, a couple things I want to touch on today is the title we have is Release and Let Go and Create the New. And as people feel, I'm sure you all feel, everybody feels a change and shift of the energy. And we are coming up, I'm going to have Alicia talk about this some more, but we are in big energies right now, big ascension energies. And we're coming up to a lunar eclipse on the 26th. And those energies are going to last until, I think, June 10th. Right, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to have Alicia speak a little bit about that, and then I'm going to come back on talking about what to do to talk about what Alicia was talking about on what we should do with these energies.
Absolutely. So far this year, all planets have been direct. It's been a good time for forward movement. Like, I can't believe it's almost June, but we're getting ready for eclipse season and retrograde season. So things are going to slow down and kind of turn upside down, inside out. So get ready. But with this upcoming eclipse, we're really clearing a lot of things and themes from 2004, 2012, and 2020. So think back to life 2004, 2012, last year, and see if you can find a common thread where things right now, I know I have a lot of things in my life that are coming back, things that I've been involved with that are being brought back to me again through different people, interests just coming back. And those are the things in your life to really pour into. It's not a great time for starting something brand spanking new, but if it's really similar to something you've been doing before, it's really good to dive into. And I give credit where credit is due. David Lawrence Palmer, the Leo King, he's my favorite astrologer. He super deep dives into all of this. I'm a student and I dabble, but I get a lot of my content and information from him. And he is a huge go-getter, very outspoken. Love him or leave him, but he's wonderful, and he's been speaking about this. And on the full moon and new moon, he does mixes. I'll be sure to post that to my page, because moving your body is a really good way to clear and release that energy, because we have to let it go in order to let the new in. Where I always give the example, like, if you're holding on to things, like, I can't pick up anything else right now, like my hands are full. So in order to let new stuff in, I have to let go, surrender to God, and let things fall. Sometimes you have to let things fall to be able to create that space for the new.
Exactly. Thank you. That was a great analogy. And I like when that fell. That was right. That worked out well.
It really
Yeah.
is.
So now, we've been talking, just like Alicia was talking about, things have been popping up, and now is a time, and you may be feeling these in your dreams. I spoke a lot about dreams. Our dreams are bizarre. We don't know why we're dreaming what we're dreaming. It could be people from the past. It could be people that have passed over. It could be people we have been in relationships in years ago, people from high school, and we don't know why. And we are in different places and different times, and it's just very bizarre. We could wake up frequently. Things could be in vivid color. We can control our dreams, lucid dreaming. We can, there's just a lot coming up with our dreams. And this is how a lot of these energies are presenting to us, for what Alicia was saying, for us to release these things from the past, right? To let it go. Now is the time to live in forgiveness. Let go of the pain of regret. Let go of the pain of the past, and forgive. Just let it go. It doesn't serve us now. Let go of these lower vibrational frequencies of fear and apathy and guilt and shame and overwhelm and grief and stress. Let these emotions go, right? Think about the situation, work it out, but how long do you want to think about it? Not very long. The way the veil is very thin right now, we were talking about manifestation, you can let it go. Let it go and move into the higher vibration of love and peace, appreciation, compassion, let go of expectation, let go of attachment, and be present in the now, right? Keep your body light and clear with light foods. And the more we release these lower vibrational emotions, frequencies, we rise and we raise our vibration higher, allow more of this amazing light in. And if you go outside and you look at the sun and you ground on the grass, and even if you just, wherever you are on earth, dirt, sand, wherever, gravel, doesn't matter, stones, and even if you close your eyes and you just ground, you'll be able to get the power of that sunlight going through your body. This release of the energy that this sun is moving through will help release these lower emotions as well. They will definitely help release those emotions. Do you want to share anything else on that?
Good. So one of my favorite exercises when I catch myself in one of those moments, when I catch myself in those lower level emotions, what I do is I imagine like zooming out into like my higher self. I'm like, oh, cute. Look at little Alicia throwing a temper tantrum. How long do we want to do this for? And then little Alicia will be like, I'm right. And I know that I'm right. And I need to hear that I'm right. And then it's like, well, do you want to be right or happy? Both. I want to be both. And then it's like, just having that dynamic and that understanding and being able to treat myself with compassion. And I always visualize me when I was like 3-4 years old. So it's easier for me to be compassionate instead of beating myself up for being in those lower level emotions. I'm able to be like, oh, cute. I'm throwing a temper tantrum. I'm getting the payoff of my ego and I'm very aware of it. So that's what helps me with dealing with myself. But if I'm getting triggered from somebody else, it can be a little bit more challenging because you're like, this person should know better. Judgment and pride are the lower level emotions I find myself in the most frequently. What helps me with that is envisioning everybody being, 3 to 5 years old on the playground of life. And we're all just tripping over our shoelaces because we don't know how to tie them. We don't know how to play and get along. And when I think about everybody like being little on the playground, it makes it a lot easier to be compassionate, be loving, be forgiving. And it just reminds me of everybody's divine, innate innocence. And that's why they succumb to the lower level emotions. That's why they've been programmed. That's why they do these things that we're like, this doesn't make any sense. But that divine innocence has been taken advantage of. And when I think about it that way, it's so much easier to let everybody off the hook. I don't have to play judge and jury. And I'm able to just love people where they are. And that really, really helps me with letting go and transmuting that energy.
That was really great because what you just said, I want to show everybody in a little bit. I pulled some cards this morning. These are beautiful angel cards, and I pulled, and it had something to do with your inner child on there. And I like what you said, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And with releasing, like you said, with all of these lower vibrations, there's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of judgment. And, it's best to I always say, stay in your own little hula hoop, right? No judgment, no attachment, just love, just look in a detached way and stay out of the conflict. Let people be right so I can be happy,
Amen.
Perception. Our perception of things create our vibration. What we perceive dictates how high we vibrate, right? So you want to, I think that's great, so just take a look at what of things around you, people, places, and situations, and, choose the best feeling of that. There's always, 5 solutions to every problem. Pick the higher state emotion from that situation. And thinking about what we were touching on last week about manifestation, we are moving to higher levels of consciousness, and things are shifting. Time for me is going very, very fast.
Yeah.
Yes, it's really hard to stay very regimented and scheduled now, and things are showing up. I think about things, I do the steps that I'm learning and have learned to manifest, which are now really taking, is being integrated in this quantum reality now as we move further into this. We are in 4th dimension. This 26th vibration is moving us more into higher, to 4th, to higher 4th, and eventually, 5th dimension. As we raise ourselves more on the planet and these other energies coming in, we'll do that. So if you're thinking of, or I'm going to use me, what is going to make me happy? Right? For me to be happy, I have to do this and then do this. And when then this is in line and this is in roll, then I'll be happy. But you know what? Something else is not going to be happy. I'm not really happy. What else is going to make me happy? Right? Well, if I do this and I talk to this person, or if I do this or go here, then I'll be happy. If I make this much money, then I'll be happy. But it's a never ending loop, right? It's very analytical, and it's a lot of thinking and logic. That's linear, and that's 3D. When we move into this 5th dimension, it's more quantum. In quantum, there is no analytical and logical. It just is. I want to be happy. Okay, I'm happy. You be it. You be happy. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to feel that feeling. I'm going to act as if, and I'm just going to be letting go of the doubt, but I'm going to believe that that's possible. That's the biggest thing. It's believing. It's, like we said, putting it out there, but it's good to have this process of knowing, what these steps are of where I want to be, but not be attached to that, because it could just be, I want this, just say, I want this new purse. Okay, and I want the new purse. I'm going to be happy when I have this new purse, because this is how this new purse is going to make me feel. And that's it. Done. I let go of this jibber jabber, trying to figure it out. What do I have to do? How am I going to get the money? Because that brings out the doubt, the loathing. I'm not good enough. It's going to take time. And this is very tedious, right? And I'm bringing this up again because I feel like it's very important now, right? Because it saves so much time for us to live in our passion and be who we really want to be. Right? Who we want to be, what we want to create, because we just have to know it, and it is. And I can see these things happening for myself as well as my 3 children. Right? And, and little kids, when you were talking about, being a little kid and a little child, there's no jibber jabber. It's just, it is. They're in the moment. It's being in the moment, no doubt, and having fun. Right? And just being and acting happy. And that's what it is. It's keeping that vibration of love, happy, appreciation, gratitude going.
Yep. And that's staying in your power, to put like another frame of reference on it, where when you're like wanting and desiring, you're creating force to your own counterforce, like that desiring, it's coming from a lower level place, and scarcity, fear, doubt, or pride, but it's setting up that dynamic force and counterforce. But what you're talking about, rather than like, I have to have this to be happy, force and counterforce, just being happy, you're self-sourcing. You're actually sourcing by connecting to the divine within, and all of that is. And then you have it all, because it's really the feeling state is what we think these things give us. We can have that without. So that's really, really.
Yes, absolutely. So we're again running out of time. We're a little bit over. So I just want to do a little bit of these cards, and this is, again, my interpretation of it. And then we'll do a little bit of light language for the healing, and we'll call it a call. So this first card is Child of the Cosmos, right? And this is basically, I asked this morning, what does the collective need to know? Like, what message does the collective need to know now? So this one is basically that, and then the second one, I want to bring the second one up too, is this one, great severing. So with these two, this one is telling me that all of our answers, as we were saying, lie within us. When we trust ourselves, when we are whole and complete within ourselves, we have the answers. We don't need to go to any outside sources. There is a lot of suffering, anger, and conflict that's going on right now. But if we stay true to ourselves and know our truth and who we are, then we can get through all this, because it's not true, right? This is all a play that's being played out on this holograph of this world, right? And then the next card I got, there was 5 cards, is your inner child, like Alicia was saying, right? So be in that, love your inner child, have fun with your inner child, right? Go back, and when this inner child is in balance, we can be in balance over here, right? And when we have fun and enjoy all the negative, we don't allow that in our vibration, because we're raising our consciousness higher. The 4th card, there's 5 cards, is pave the path, live your truth, live your passion. Just go for it, because you're going to be able to create what you desire. Let go of the doubt and the fear and go for it. And then the last one is fall into my arms, which is basically just surrendering to your truth. Know that you're good enough, know that you're taken care of, and all will be well. So as the world is going through all this chaos, your perception dictates your vibration, basically. So this can all happen, and everything else, we have the power within to change the perception and have this amazing, amazing life. So those are the cards I picked this morning.
That is so beautiful and so perfect. I got teary-eyed with the last one, where that surrender is so important, and just giving it all to God. It's so easy to do, but also so easy to forget to do. So thank you for that beautiful reminder.
Thank you. So with that, I'll do a little bit of light code coming in. And again, this language that's coming in is a multidimensional higher source language that helps the body release trauma, dense emotions, pain, and release blocks that's happening within, so we can have a clear vehicle to think clear, less brain fog, and better health. So with that, I'm going to channel something that has to do with these cards that I just read to pull it all together. Lono se na 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 sakriatarata da 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 dino tobodianta takriatato. So with that, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I got very, oh my gosh, that was deep. That was basically love and honor yourself. Have respect for yourself. Have respect for your truth, and let go of the opinions of others, because it's none of your business. And what you know, what you feel matters, and bring that light out to the world. And just when that came through, I'm going to have to listen to it again myself. I feel really choked up with it. That was a lot of heart opening.
Yeah, I was going to say, I felt a lot shifting in my heart.
Yes, that was a different dialect that actually came through the other day. If you started, I had a picture or a little video I did on my my plant that I had. It's a deeper dialect. So, and it's cool, because I'm just very blessed that I had this ability to be able to do this. And if anybody would like a reading, a healing, any kind of coaching, I'm available at Lisa, PurifyYourLife.com, or PurifyYourLife.com is my website. And also Alicia is available. You can find her on Facebook and Instagram for astrology knowledge, some Reiki healing session. She's great with mindset and letting go. So together we are an amazing team. And I thank you for joining me, Alicia.
Thank you, Lisa. This is one of the highlights of my week. So I'm grateful that we get to share this space and share these gifts with everyone.
Thank you. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Bye.